Go. Yo, 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 yo. What up, world? What up, fight fam? It's your boy Mac with Stay Ready Boxing TV coming at you live with another boxing conversation and some news you can use. And y'all know I got the usual suspects with me today. 503 Line, Act Reacher, Rough House Boxing, and my boy One of Them One coming out there UK. What's up, fellas?
What's going on?
Yo, what it do?
Y'all know me. I'm just trying to. Y'all know me. I'm just trying to shake the pot and pull the dollar out. Know what I'm talking about?
Already, man. Hey, we back with the Houston hard hitters. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Work to the booty squirt, man. Like Pimp C.
Square business. Like that.
Square business.
I'm telling you, man. What's going on, fellas? Any news y'all done heard about? I done seen a couple of things. I done heard a couple of things. I done viewed a couple of things, you know.
Yes, sir. You done know, as we say in London.
I do know. Y'all do know what I named this episode, though, because we're going to talk about that. But that ain't going to be the first line of business today. I got a couple other things, but did anybody got anything they want to talk about besides Eddie Hearn?
Yeah, I want to talk about this press conference, man. Terrence Crawford and Amir Khan on 420 Smoke Day, man. Bob Arum coming out blasting PBC.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's what I wanted to talk about that too.
Yeah, most definitely, bro. It went down today in London. I forgot the name of the hotel it was at, but it was a good press conference, man. I can hear myself echoing.
I don't know. Is that on my end?
I don't know, but like I was saying, man, it was a good press conference today with the Bud man and Amir Khan, man. You know, Amir Khan got Virgil Hunter back in his corner. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna see Terrence Crawford, man, April 20th, man, ESPN pay-per-view. Yeah. I want to ask the panel, is that a pay-per-view fight to y'all, or will y'all be ordering that pay-per-view to support Terrence Crawford?
I you know what? It's not a pay-per-view fight in my eyes, but I will buy it to support Terrence Crawford.
I'm in agreement with Mac.
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Now, if it was, let me say this: Amir Khan is a star here, but it's kind of in that same boat with Adrian Broner, Manny Pacquiao. The only reason that's even a pay-per-view is because they're both names and known commodities. But as far as it really being a pay-per-view, like, no, not even Adrian Broner, Manny Pacquiao is really a pay-per-view. So I think they're just trying to take advantage of the pay-per-view model at this time, because we really don't have a lot of them right now.
Yeah. So do you think...
and I was gonna say, man, Amir Khan is a star, but he is a falling star. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That dude is definitely on the way down. So I think Top Rank and Terrence Crawford, man, they trying to snatch up the little bit of value that he got left. And plus, you know what I'm saying, ain't nobody on the Top Rank side, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna give him any good work that's gonna be worthy of anything pay-per-view wise.
Yeah. Me personally, man, I think that they got blessed, and they should be thanking Amir Khan, and all the boxing world should be thanking Amir Khan, because if he didn't take this fight, man, who was Terrence Crawford gonna fight that was even worth talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like
Jose Benavidez Part 2.
Yeah, but that's really a waste of time, because he pretty much outclassed him the whole fight.
Yeah. This is the problem.
Go ahead, One of the ones.
Yeah, I was gonna say, this is the problem for Crawford at the moment. You know, Crawford's my guy, man. He's my number one at the moment, you know, in boxing. And you know, he's calling out people, man. He wants to fight. You know, Crawford's getting on a bit himself, but you know, if he can't get the fights, who's he gonna fight? So I'm glad that Amir Khan is delusional enough to think that, you know, he sees something in Crawford that he can exploit. I know exactly how that fight's gonna go down. It's gonna be a clear win for Crawford. This is just an opportunity for Crawford to have Amir Khan on his resume. Not that Amir Khan is that big of a name. Well, he's a name, but you know, he's not like a he's just someone to rack up on the resume. But as my man 503 was saying, other than Khan, who else is he gonna fight? I mean, he could fight anyone, but you know, these guys don't want no smoke from Crawford, man. You know, he can fight Porter, he can fight Pacquiao, he can fight Spence, he can fight any one of these guys. And Crawford, I know in my spirit, I feel it in my spirit, real recognizes real. And I know that Crawford will not turn down any fight for any one of these guys in the 145, 147 division.
I don't either. I don't think he'll turn down a fight from nobody. I don't. But the problem with mine, like this, let's go ahead and get to the. Let's pull it out the bag. How about that?
Go ahead.
Bob Arum. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull the article up. Let me go and pull this article up. What's good, chat? Let me salute to the chat. What's up with it, Will Magic Man? Tone Bangers, Shakita Dow, Ronald Finkley. I see you in the chat. What's good? I don't even have to tell y'all. I ain't even gonna look because I know y'all smashed the like button already. I know y'all did.
For sure.
But okay.
Square business.
Square business. So I'm going to. It was because I was reading it on Boxing Scene.
Man, Odd Fella's just jumped in.
There you go. You finished doing what you were doing, Odd Fella?
And videos being uploaded right now. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah,
What's up? Salute to the PBC. Know what it is.
Well, while I'm pulling up this pulling up with the comments from Bob Arum, go ahead and what's your thoughts about Bob Arum comments today?
What do you said with regard to Al Heyman?
Yeah.
Is that accurate in your opinion? What he's saying, fella? Or do you disagree with Bob Arum?
Tell me exactly what he said again.
You say it again?
Hold on.
Tell me exactly what
I couldn't find it, so I tell you what.
Can you play the audio from what I posted earlier, Mac?
Yeah, I can. I actually can. That's what I'm gonna do. That's the best thing.
Yeah, go and play the audio for my North Side brother, man, so he can get in tune with what's the groove.
All right, everybody go on mute.
Because I got a glimpse of it, but I didn't really catch the full effect of it. So let me hear it right now. Yeah.
All right, everybody go on mute. Now for the play it.
Don't say that promoters, won't make fights, that promoters protect their fighters. There is one culprit and one culprit only in boxing, and that's Al Heyman and PBC. And if he wants to stick his people in this really small bundle that he has, fighting each other, not fighting, he's entitled to do it, but he's hurting the sport of boxing.
So what y'all think about that?
Go ahead, fella. What you think about that?
He's just salty right now. He don't want to put, man. He rather do a big money fight. Rather do a fight with the likes of Errol Spence and Keith Thurmans, those type. You know what I mean? Even Porter on a low level. You don't want this Khan fight. You know what I mean? He knows the big bags. You know what I mean? The big attentions over there with the PBC. He's hating right now. The fact that he has to wait in line, you know what I mean, until Al Heyman says, "Yeah, it's your turn." That's all. Because really and truly, well, why is he talking about this? They're supposed to be promoting the Amir Khan, Terrence Bud Crawford fight, and the motherfucker talking about PBC. Salty.
Real talk. Real talk. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, all that is, that's the ant screaming up at the elephant. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Small things to a giant, man. Who the one got the little bitty stable? Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Who the one that got all the I ain't gonna say all, but the majority of the premier fighters out there right now? Al Heyman, PBC. You know what I'm saying? Real talk, you know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
Hey, so they should have named that interview. Tell them why you mad, son. That's what it should have been. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you what I mean. I'll tell you what I mean.
Because cats ain't rocking with Bob Arum like they rocking with Al Heyman, man. Bob Arum and Oscar De La Hoya, man, they were the ones trying to sue Al Heyman because he pay his fighters too much. You know what I'm saying? What type of shit is that? You know?
Hold
Yeah,
on. How do you pay your fighters too much? And they're the ones out there putting their body on the line.
right. You know what I'm saying? So basically they mad because Al has introduced a template, you know what I'm saying, that lessens the promoter's piece of the pie, and they couldn't stand that. So yeah, they gonna talk all that noise, but like our fellas say, they salty, man. That's all it is. They salty.
Yeah, so
Bob Arum,
I ain't gonna even say it. I was gonna be facetious, but I'm not.
man, he knows he's checking out, so he just wants to get the last few jabs in, whilst he's still alive, man. Fuck Bob Arum and everything he stands for, everything he's got to say, man. Fuck him. He's just jealous that a black man is doing his thing, you know what I mean, and is wrapping up boxing, because typically it's them kind of people that run industries, that run these kind of institutions and so forth, and Al Heyman is moving like a real G in silence and violence. That's how real gangsters move. They don't talk the talk. They don't need to talk the talk and sell themselves. They put in work. You know what I mean? Even Al Heyman in the UK, he's making big moves. He's already got people praising him. You understand what I'm saying? He's making good, smart business moves, and he is being a direct threat and competition to people like Bob Arum and Spatula Man. Yeah. And they don't like it because they're affecting their business. And
Real
furthermore,
talk.
he's a black man.
Let me piggyback that. Let me piggyback off that as well. One of them ones, because is it true? Actually, let me ask you this question: Is it true that the Pacquiao is going to be for in the UK?
Say that again, old fella. You was breaking up, bro.
Is it true that the Pacquiao Broner fight is going to be free in the UK on ITV4?
I can confirm that it is going to cost absolutely £0 sterling to watch the Pacquiao and Broner fight. It is absolutely free on territorial TV, my
That's
friend.
what's up.
It is free.
Indeed, that's what's up. Heyman's doing what it does, bro. That's
you know
what I mean.
You know what I'm saying?
So I got a question. Hey, 503, you ain't even cooked on this. Go on, cook, bro. I want to hear your thoughts on the whole.
Yeah, man. I know you got a lot to say, 503, man. What are you saying?
Yeah, man. I was just being a gentleman, letting everybody get their rocks off. But
already,
the truth of the matter is this, man. the nigga is like a dumb ex or something, that bitch that just can't get over you, and she got to say something about you every time. See, he mad because his main pupil star and his protege they've been building Top Rank for the last 10 years, 15 years is with Al Heyman, and he's in one of the biggest fights. It's probably gonna be this year if we don't get Wilder Fury 2, we don't get Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder, we don't get Errol Spence versus Terence Crawford this year, Lomachenko versus Mikey. And that's Manny Pacquiao versus Adrian Broner. This will be one of the biggest fights in boxing, whether Stay Ready don't like it or not, or he don't like Adrian Broner. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying?
And you're right. And I can't even deny you. And it ain't the fact that I don't like Adrian Broner. It's just the fact that I hate his antics.
Right.
That's
and
it.
people got to think about this too. When you dominating an industry, you're gonna have your competitors that's gonna be salty, they're gonna be mad, and they're not gonna like you. And that's what Al Heyman is doing. You know what I'm saying? We got boxing every other week now. We got boxing on Sundays now. We got boxing on Fridays. We got boxing on Saturdays. Hell, we might even have Tuesday night fights around this motherfucker. We just don't know when it come to Al Heyman. We got boxing in the UK. You know what I'm saying? It's just boxing, man, all around the board, man. And he see this as a threat, you know what I'm saying? And you got to think about this too. This was the same guy that held Manny Pacquiao back from fighting Floyd Mayweather for over 5 or 7 years. You know what I'm saying? This is the guy that didn't want to pay Manny Pacquiao. This is the guy that didn't want Pacquiao to take the drug test and the blood test. He was the reason why. This wasn't Al Haymond's fault. This wasn't Floyd Mayweather's fault. It was him. You know what I'm saying? And you get mad when your fighters leave you. Every fighter in any fighter that you can think of has left Bob Arum, bro. From Cotto to De La Hoya to Floyd, all these guys left him. Pacquiao left him. You know what I'm saying? He not gonna end. He not gonna end his. Mikey left him. You sure right. Mikey left him. You know what I'm saying? So people can come around and say that Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence ducking him. No, bro. No. Earl Spence is making moves. That's why I salute Amir Khan for taking this fight, because if Amir Khan didn't take this fight, my boy Terrence Crawford was gonna be in a fucked up predicament. He was not gonna be able to even compare himself to Earl Spence, because Earl Spence is fighting on pay-per-view in a 70,000 arena in Jerry's World in Dallas, Texas on March 16th.
Good point.
You have to try to keep up with the Joneses, and that's what Terrence Crawford is trying to do. I know that his pay-per-view is not going to do as well as Earl. His fight is not going to sell as much as Earl's, but it's still a point that you trying to keep up, and you trying to do what you can. So when y'all do go to the negotiation table, you can say, well, hey, I sold this much. I did this. I did that. I was in MGM, or I was in Madison Square Garden. You know what I'm saying? So this is what this fight is about to me. And I hope that Terrence Crawford look good in his fight. And I hope that Earl Spence look good in his fight. And I hope that Earl will go to the fight. You know what I'm saying? We can have like a confrontation again, like how they did in Oklahoma, man. And that's all I got on it, bro.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm gonna go and take time now. Even though I don't like the Mayweather, the Pacquiao Broner fight, I appreciate them for giving us a fight like that, because it's still a good fight at the end of the day. Not a pay-per-view, but it's still a good fight. I'm just sick of Adrian Broner's antics outside the ring, because you have fighters that look up to you, like Tank Davis, like Robert Easter Jr. Hell, at one point, Earl. And you steady out here fucking up because you trying to be, or you admonish somebody like Floyd Mayweather. But you're not him. You gotta be your own person and stop putting yourself in compromising positions that's messing up your career, because that's part of why you're not turning out to be the boxer that you could be. That's my only issue with Broner. I actually like him as a fighter.
Yeah, you're 100% right. Stay ready. I mean, Broner needs to find himself and be his own man. You understand? We all know that Mayweather is a great fighter. He's not only a great fighter, he's a great boxer. The man can fucking fight. You know, he styles on people. And the genius of Mayweather is that, despite not having much of an education when he was younger, because he dedicated himself to the craft, Mayweather was not only a genius in the ring, but he was also a genius outside of the ring by the way he marketed himself, as portraying himself as the bad guy, the arsehole, and such and so forth, right? And the direct analogy of Mayweather is Conor McGregor, but you see how Conor McGregor is celebrated and Mayweather is hated. But anyway, let's not go down that road. But it's all marketing. I do believe that 50% of what you see from Mayweather is marketing, 50% is actually him. And that is the blueprint. Mayweather has set standards. There's a lot of people trying to emulate Mayweather, but Broner, to me, it's like it's gone beyond emulation. It's like fanatics. How do you say the word? You know what I'm trying to say?
Fanatic.
Yeah, I was just about to say it, but yeah.
Yeah, fanaticism, or however you want to pronounce it. And not only from what he does out of the room, because when I'm seeing some of these stupid things that he does, like flushing money down the toilet and going to a paying for his groceries, and he's throwing a change up in the air like to say, yeah, I'm so rich, I only even need the change, man. You peasants pick up the change. All them kind of foolishness things there. Yeah, I do believe that he's doing. 50% of me believes that he's doing it for the camera, and 50% believes that's just how he is. I think he's got some psychological issues as well. He's somewhat mentally fragile. Yeah. and he can be tipped over the edge. There's been several times where he's declared on social media that he's gonna, take himself out and so forth. He was crying for help from Mayweather and anyone that would listen. He needs to find himself and be his own person, because he's
He really need to
really.
go get. He need to go get help. Seriously, I truly believe he need to go talk to. He need to go get counseling. I think that'll help him out of the ring too. I think if he was to go get counseling, I think he'll be a better fighter.
The problem is Adrian Broner, the type of mentality that he has, he wouldn't do that. He would need to have a revolutionary change in the way that he thinks and his psyche. Oh no, maybe a woman can do it. You know what I'm saying? But he's not the type of person to do something like that. I know people like Broner. He's very limited. He only knows what he knows, and he can only see what he can see. And all that mystical fantasy shit, man. I ain't trying to hear that. Shut your soft ass. Shut your soft ass. What's he saying?
I ain't gonna lie to you. That's my favorite press conference of all time. Shut that soft ass shit up.
Shut that soft ass shit up. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? That's who he is.
You don't fuck with me. Shut this up.
Yeah, man. Hey, and to piggyback on what one of them ones is saying, man, the antics that Adrian Broner, does outside of the ring, in my opinion, man, what that does is that alienates him from the people, because the average cat is gonna look at what he's doing out there and be like, dog, that's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Man, you know how many people out here, needing money, you flushing money down the toilet, or how many, people out here busting they behind, working 9 to 5s or whatever the case may be, and you sitting up here throwing change at people like they peasants or whatnot and disrespecting people. You don't see Deontay Wilder doing no stuff like that, bro, because Deontay Wilder, he's the type that wants to relate to the people, and he wants to let everybody know, hey, look, I'm a person just like you. I came out of the mud just like a whole lot of y'all did. You know what I'm saying? Hard work and dedication. But Adrian Broner, bro, the stuff that he's doing and the route that he's taking is just putting a bigger divide in between him and the people. And he can never be the people's champion, acting the way he's acting and doing the way he's doing, talking the way he's talking, you know what I'm saying? And as far as in the ring, bro, I'm not rocking with AB like I used to, because I've been let down too many times in the ring. You know what I'm saying? When I had my hopes up and I was like, okay, he gonna do it this time. He gonna do it this time, and then he don't do it. And I'd be like, oh, yeah, dang. And then it's just like wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat. Every time. So that's my thing with AB.
Yeah, what he needs to do is prove us all wrong. Let his hands go. Return back to, the AB that was hungry, that was moving up the weight weight classes. You know what I mean? He needs to prove us all wrong. But until further notice, I wrote off Adrian Broner a long time ago, and I don't see no change. I want him to prove me wrong. But I don't really care. Yo, stay ready. Let me just I just want to let me big up a few people. Lawrence Williams, Main Event Mark, Tone Bangers, my man, legendary Top Cat in the building. Wagwan Top Cat. Yeah, I just wanted to big up because they always come through, man, and show love, man. I just wanted to big up.
They always come through. And you forgot about my boy Lars Dawkins P in the building. He's out of the UK too.
Yeah, well, hey man, that's a good dude, man. Lars, man.
Always come.
Yeah, I think we chopped it up on the panel one time. I think
and Q-Tip, because I didn't mention Q-Tip.
Yeah.
No, Sheldon Holmes in the building. But
Yo, I gotta say right now, man, I gotta send a special salute out to the homie Lars Dawkins P, man. He's one of the cats, man, that hold me down on my channel all the time. He's always giving support. You know what I'm saying? He's always pulling up and coming through and rocking out with us at the house, man. So, hey, Lars Dawkins P, bro, salute to you. Appreciate everything you do, bro.
Yeah, one of the ones he had of Manchester.
Oh, I remember the
shout
brother.
out to Big Lars, man.
I remember him. Yeah. He's cool, man. He's cool peoples. Yeah, we chopped it up one time.
PK Boxing and MMA just hit the building. I forgot I got you, PK. Hold on.
Yo, PK, that's my Arkansas.
We
That's my
got my boy
Arkansas connect.
Legendary up in here, man. Let my boy Legendary
Yeah,
get on the mic, man.
I actually was, but I was for the wait. I had a question for Legendary. Matter of fact, since he here, and I'm asking this to the panel, but I want Legendary to answer this first. So Eddie Hearn came out, and this is not the main. This is not the main thing I'm talking about. But Eddie Hearn came out and he said that Kell Brook was never gonna fight. Amir Khan was never gonna fight Kell Brook. And he said he maxed out an offer to Amir, but he decided to go the route of taking a title shot. He said the fans are disappointed. I'm not over the moon. He took the fight, but he's fighting Terrence Crawford, who's on paper is better than Khan. He said I'm pissed off, but I'm not raging, and I could not have done any more for myself or the British public. So I'm gonna say this: in y'all eyes, did Amir Khan do what was best for him and best for the fans? Because as far as a fighter, I'm gonna go for the title every day, all day, right? So did he make the best move?
Well, I'm gonna say this, man, about Amir Khan, because it's two sides with me, right? On one
Yeah,
side, I'm glad he did what he did. On the other side, he's a hoe. And at the end of the day, that's what it come down to. He's a hoe because he ducked Kell Brook. This is not his first time ducking Kell Brook. He been ducking Kell Brook. But what I am glad about, though, he went over there and pimped Eddie, because Eddie always running around this hoe trying to pimp. He signed a 3-fight deal. He lied and told Eddie he was going to take the Kell Brook fight. They got all the way down to the third fight, and he said, nigga, fuck you. Tore the contract up. Ain't nothing you can do about it. He going to go fight Crawford. He don't want that. When he was saying all that shit, like, man, it was a title shot. Kell Brook didn't have nobody at his last fight. Nobody watched it. It was a hometown fight. And he kept it game. So he was like, shit, I ain't gonna lie. If I put on a fight, it might not be a massive turnout. But he know through Terrence Crawford, it'll be a nice fight. That was cool. But what he got me at was he said that Kell Brook was talking shit. And that's what made him not take the fight, too. You got too many excuses. You ain't want to fight. I guess he felt like if he gonna take an ass whooping, goddamn, he'll rather be against Crawford. And he's still running his mouth saying that the Kell Brook fight is still there. But I do feel like he was selfish about it. This is his career. He a fighter too, so I don't mind a motherfucker being selfish when they the one in there taking the punches. You know what I'm saying?
right on. All right, hey, anybody else want to cook on that?
Yeah, I do. Uh, I'm gonna say it like this. Um, did Eddie do everything he could do? That 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 has yet to be determined because we don't know what that offer was. You know, Eddie is known for being the leader of the low ball mafia.
Yeah,
So
we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk
yeah,
about that a little later. So
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, taking a title shot, that's always, you know what I'm saying, something that a fighter wants to do. Appreciate it, man. But that's always something that a fighter wants to do. But at the same time, what was that offer? You know what I'm saying? That was that offer enough to set up him and his family going out the door? We don't know that. So, did he do the best thing for himself? Uh Apparently that bag that Eddie was offering wasn't big enough. You know what I'm saying? If it was, I'm pretty sure he would have went with the bag. You know what I'm saying? So if the bag wasn't big enough, he said, I'm gonna do the next best thing and I'm gonna go for this title shot.
yeah, I agree. And at the end of the day, the title shot is the bag. So I know you for to say something 503.
Yeah,
Uh,
man. I'm glad that whole Con pimp slapped old German ball Hearn, aka low ball mafioso, man. Shit. It's a good day to be a boxing fan, goddamn me, cause shit. That whole ass nigga getting everything he got coming to him, man. I'm telling you, man. I love it, man. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with Kell Brook though. I like Kell Brook, man. The homie took the fight with Earl Spence. He took the fight with Triple G. You know what I'm saying? And he a stand up dude from the UK. I fuck with him, man. But you gotta stop evolving your career around Amir Khan. You gotta stop looking like a desperate hoe, man. This man been pimping you for damn near 5 years on this one fight, bro. And he still ain't fought you yet, man. Move on with your life, brother. It's more fish in the sea. You know what I'm saying? You got Terrence Crawford and Amir Khan now. So man, I'm like I said at the beginning, man, I'm proud that Khan stepped up and took this fight, man. You know, I wish that AJ would have more balls like these little guys, man, like the Kell Brooks and the Amir Khans of the world, man. Because these dudes, they fight. You know what I'm saying? They step up in competition. You know, it ain't all this. You know, take what I give you type shit. You know what I'm saying? They going for the gusto. You know what I'm saying? So man, I just like dudes like Kell Brook and Amir Khan. You know, despite the bullshit that you got to deal with Eddie Hearn, man. But salute to both of them guys, man. Hopefully after this fight though, we'll get Kell Brook and Amir Khan, because I know my boy the Bud man gonna smoke out that Khan. You know what I'm saying? with ease.
It's gonna be nice. PK, I want to hear you cook, because I ain't heard you in a minute. I ain't been dropping the videos.
Oh man, dude,
it's PK. I didn't even know he was on the panel.
Salute.
Yeah,
that's good.
Salute to the whole panel, man. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Dude, this is other than Warbreaker, man, this is the first live stream I've been on in a while, man. I've been sick for like the last week. I've been laid up, man, but I'm starting to feel better. But shit, man, I hear we're cooking on Bud and Khan.
Yeah, right now that's what we've been on for the past since we started, really.
Right on.
But
yeah, dude. Does Amir Khan really think that Bud is the easier fight than Kell Brook? Is that I don't really get like why he would duck Kell Brook and then go fight Bud Crawford? Like, you think is it easier work? Is it more money? Like, I'm not really privy to that whole like situation or dynamic or whatever, but I don't really get the move myself.
It's a belt.
A belt. Yeah, but
it's
a belt, I guess.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, you know, he trying to get a belt. I ain't mad at him.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that makes sense, man. I don't like that he ducked Kell Brook, but I mean, I like that fight between him and Bud. It's not the best fight in the best man, but the more I think about it, it's like, you know, that's not a bad fight. It's really not a bad matchup, and it's a good win for either of them. Really, I mean, it's a huge win for Khan, but for Bud, I still think that's a good win too. I mean, Khan isn't really done yet, and he's still got a lot of still got some speed and his, you know, combination punching, man. So I think it'll be a good fight.
All right.
Yeah.
So, all right, fella, you ain't talk. You've been over there quiet as a church mouse.
Yes, sir. I mean, that fight's gonna be there. Khan knows that. I think it's a good move that he's fighting Crawford. I mean, to be real, does American public really even know who Kell Brook or it's not over on this side of the pond. It is a mega fight.
You breaking
in
up
the Europe
on me,
side
bro.
And whatnot. Pardon me?
So you breaking up on me.
Yeah.
What are you eating from the north side?
What's a lot? Can't hear your brethren. What go on? You there?
Man,
I don't know. We done lost him.
All right.
There you go.
You hear me clearer?
I thought Will Feather had the same crossroad.
There go my boy, man. What you was saying, homie?
No, I was saying that the fight's gonna be there. I mean, Khan and Brook ain't big in the U.S., but they always gonna be big in the U.K. You know what I mean? So this is pretty much a once in a lifetime opportunity for Khan to get a to be able to face a guy like Crawford for the WBO strap. So I think that's a better move. The Kell Brook fight's always gonna be there in the U.K. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Yeah. Not by the hairs of my chinny chin Khan.
Hey, Tottenham Boxing. Tottenham Boxing said in the chat that he said Amir Khan is not. Somebody chopped.
Oh, really? Oh man, he needed to go out today.
Hey, Roughhouse, mute yourself.
You need to go out today. The only way to get it out is to take it all the way out.
Hey, Roughhouse.
And they can probably get it on the national trip.
Somebody mute Roughhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, there you
Yeah.
go. Yeah. But as of right now, I mean, I'll say as of right now, but Tottenham Boxing said American ain't no pushover. He's selling his chin. He's selling his chin for $5 million. He said guaranteed a little shot, and he said that fight is gonna always be available in the UK.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah, Tottenham
Hey,
Boxing is
hey,
right.
hey, based on that comment, can we break this down, bro? And I want to get everybody prediction on this. Stay ready, bro. People think that Amir Khan just gonna go in and get knocked out like just like that.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
okay,
I disagree. I disagree
I do
because
too.
Terrence Crawford starts out slow. You know what I'm saying? And he gonna have to play catch up. You know what I'm saying? And he likes to process you. You know what I'm saying? Get out your attributes. Take what you like to do best away from you. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna take about 3 to 4 rounds by itself. Within them 3 to 4 rounds, Khan could be outplaying him, outboxing him easily. He could probably even hurt Terrence Crawford with a combination. We never know. You know what I'm saying? But
That I don't see, but I do see this. I'm gonna say this: for the first 6 rounds, I see Amir Khan outboxing Terrence Crawford, but that's it. He's gonna start gassing out. He's gonna start gassing out. And here's the thing: if he can start just stick and move, and keep from taking power shots to the chin, not nowhere else on his face, just his chin is weak. I didn't see him take some hard jaw shots. I didn't see him take some hard, shots to the face and not drop. But when he take a hard shot to the chin, I don't know what he got, a glass chin. When he take a hard shot to the chin, he's done. That's it. It's just the chin. Because bro, his last fight, he took some hard shots to the face. Even after he got dropped, he took some hard shots to the face and
okay.
still spinning up.
How many rounds do you give to Terrence Crawford get to that chin? By him starting off slow, probably by the 7th round, 8th round.
7 to 8, because Terrence Crawford don't know he normally get late knockouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really, I'm gonna say about round 9 or 10.
Yeah. I think
Yeah, I
about
agree with that.
round that, if the knockout's gonna come from Crawford's side, it'll probably be around round 10 onwards. And just to touch on what my man 503 was mentioning earlier, about Crawford starting late. Yeah, you could perceive it as him starting late. I would say that he usually uses the first 3 rounds or so to suss out and get a temperature check of who he's dealing.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, let me just say this. Amir Khan has got the most entertaining chin in the game. You understand? His chin is undefeated. Let me tell your family. But Amir Khan is no joke, man. This guy can box. To date, I could be wrong, but I've not seen Amir Khan be outboxed. I had him beating Canelo up until he got starched. His chin just caved in. Well, actually, I'm not even going to say that. Canelo caught him nicely, man. He timed him nicely, and I don't think many people would have survived that. But Amir Khan is a good boxer, but there's levels to this, man. And I'm from the UK, as you guys know. And I always like to support and big up all the UK fighters and stuff, but I'm gonna keep it 100% real, true, as my man Black Fight Fan would say. It's gonna go one of two ways. Crawford is gonna dominate this fight from start to finish, and Khan is gonna look. He's gonna try and use his hand speeds, but it's just gonna Crawford's gonna He's not going to allow. He's going to frustrate Khan. He's not going to allow him to allow Khan to do what he wants to do. Khan's going to be chasing Crawford around the ring quite a bit, and just outboxing him, making him look silly. I believe that at some point in the fight, Crawford will get a little trigger happy, and he'll want to trade with Khan, because Crawford has that kind of killer instinct in him, which could be to his detriment as well. But it's not going to be an easy fight. It's not going to be a breeze through fight. It's going to be a very competitive fight. But with all that being said, I believe that Crawford will dominate that fight from start to finish, just like he did with Jeff Horn, just like he did with Jose Benavidez as well. But Khan will put up a good fight. He will do what he can, and yeah, let's not forget as well that Khan looked absolutely terrible in his last fight. Yeah, don't sleep on that. But that's not all the story. But yeah, I'm absolutely not worried. I'm not worried for my man Crawford. He's gonna secure that W. Khan's gonna be a good name on his resume. The next thing is, who can we get next? Who else is gonna step up to the plate and take, the fight with Crawford?
Yeah, I'm gonna say this.
Hey,
I can agree. Hold on. I'm gonna let you go real quick, legendary. I agree with you on the fact that Terrence Crawford can make Khan come to him and have Khan chase him around the ring. But one thing that Terrence Crawford does is Terrence Crawford's like to get in those close fights, those close-up fights in exchange. And that could be the detriment going against Amir Khan in exchanging. Because Amir Khan puts together some great combinations. And that could be the detriment because if Amir Khan gets in there and start hitting him and not get hit and start backing up, that's going to be where Terrence Crawford started losing rounds. But if Terrence Crawford box and stay away from Amir Khan, then yeah, he'll dominate from start to finish. I give him that. But we all know that Terrence Crawford do like to get inside and exchange. He even did it against Jose Benavidez.
I was thinking about that because that's a really good point. And this is just an observation. I noticed this in the Jose Benavidez fight, and I know that Jose Benavidez and Amir Khan have different styles and they're just different fighters and stuff. But I noticed that Bud did better on the front foot against Benavidez. And I think, Khan is a really good boxer, like y'all were saying, but I wonder, like, if Khan starts having success and he hurts Bud, see, that's where I think where Bud might actually, because if he hurts Bud is a dog. He'll stay there in the pocket with him, and I think that's where he might catch Khan. But I don't know, man. I like this fight. The more and more I think about it, I'm like, you know what? This will be a good win for Bud because Khan is a really good boxer. And I agree with 503, man. This is not going to be a walk in the park, man. He's not going to go in there and wash Khan. I don't think. I don't know if it'll go into the late rounds, but I wouldn't be surprised if it went to the middle rounds. The more I think about it.
Yeah. Hey, what
Yeah,
was you
nah,
gonna say?
I was just gonna say, now y'all right, man. I was just gonna piggyback off what y'all was saying. This fight gonna be interesting, man. Coming back with Virgil Hunter too, so I'm curious to see what type of game plan they come in with.
Yes, sir.
Khan and Crawford, they both have similarities to where they'll come out with a boxing mindset, but if they forced in a dogfight or if one of them take a hard shot or something, they gonna try to get that back. So I'm interested in seeing is Khan gonna stick to the game plan that Virgil Hunter put in front of him, because we know if Khan get into exchange, he'll stand there with you. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do see I could possibly see this fight going to UD, man. I could possibly see that going out of 12. I don't know if but I can also see Terrence Crawford knock him out. This is what I wanted to ask y'all though. What's y'all thoughts on what if Terrence Crawford do come out here and Khan is a beautiful boxer, excellent boxer, man. What if Terrence Crawford go out here and outbox Khan? What y'all got to say about that?
Wait. Did you say what if Crawford outboxes Khan?
Yeah, and you just said Khan never been outboxed. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, like, what do they say about Khan? What do they say about Crawford if he actually go out here and outbox Khan?
Oh, absolutely. I absolutely think that Crawford can easily outbox Khan, because Crawford is a very very intelligent fighter. There's Khan's also very skillful. He can box as well. Khan, I like Khan, man. He wants to smoke with everyone, and that's what I respect about Khan, because there's not many people that wants free smoke. But it will be a suicide mission for Khan to want to trade with someone like Bud Crawford. And I can definitely see Crawford outboxing Khan on the basis that Crawford is just a more skilled fighter, by way of, he can fight southpaw, he can fight on the back foot, front foot, in the pocket. He can outbox. He can fight he's like the ultimate fighter. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't see Khan outboxing Crawford. He may get a few rounds here and there, but in terms of the whole fight, I don't see Khan outboxing Crawford. No way, I don't see that. But Crawford outboxing Khan, yeah, I do see that. And as my man, I believe Roughhouse was saying, or maybe PK, I think that he'll get a UD. If not a UD, he'll get the Crawford will tap that chin. He'll tap that chin and shine it up.
Now, listen. Let me reiterate, because one of the ones I believe you were speaking on this before, how Khan looked garbage in his last fight, but he looked garbage against a guy named Samuel Vargas, a little-known Canadian by way of Colombia, pretty much a journeyman fighter. I believe Khan was down, but at least once. It might have been twice. 2 times that he was down in that fight.
Yep.
He only got knocked down once.
Yeah, it was down once.
Was it just once? I thought it was twice.
First round drop though.
I thought it was the second round. Either way.
Okay, my bad.
Legitimate knockdown against a C- class fighter. And actually, that fight was somewhat competitive. Samuel Vargas, he fought his heart out that night. But we're acting like this is a showcase fight for Bud. Come on, let's be real.
Hey, well, let me piggyback on that real quick, man.
Let me jump on it real quick, bro.
All right.
I'm not saying it's been times where fighters done fought C-class fighters and look bad. You know why? Because it's a C-class fighter. And a lot of times either you fight to the level of your competition, or if they do anything good, we say it's a bad fight. Because at the end of the day, it's still a fight is a fight.
Yeah, Amir Khan, I mean, there is no doubt in my mind that Amir Khan, and I know you're trying to cook rough, but there is no doubt in my mind that Amir Khan is the best fight that Bud has had, or the toughest fight that Bud has had at welterweight. I mean, Khan is way better than Jeff Hearn and Jose Benavidez combined. I'll say that.
Come on.
Yeah. Real talk. And I was gonna say, man, let's not sit up here and put on the front like Amir Khan is not a puzzle. Now, granted, everybody knows that the way you solve that puzzle is to reboot him. Control, Alt, Chin, Delete. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got to be able.
Pull it back.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, but at the same time, bro, you got to be able to get to that button. And in the process of getting to that button, it's 1,000 hands coming at you at light speed. You know what I'm saying? In combinations. So that dude is a puzzle. And I'm interested in this fight because I want to know that Bud can solve that puzzle. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that's fought against Khan, whether or not they were able to touch the magic button, you know what I'm saying? They had to run the maze before they could get to it. So even
I'm gonna say this. Before Canelo found that button, he was down on the scorecards. Versus
real
Amir
talk.
Khan.
Same with Maidana. He dropped Maidana with that body. That body shot was nasty, man. I don't know how Maidana got up from that. Man. That was a filthy body shot.
Hold on. And mentioning that body shot, what is Terrence Crawford's weakness?
He don't really like body work because Benavidez actually hurt him when he hit him to the body one time. He actually backed him up and said, we know Terrence Crawford was hurt, but I know Terrence Crawford said, no, it didn't hurt him, but it actually did hurt him,
Hey, look, one of Crawford's weaknesses is that, he can get clipped sometimes when he's coming in and he's pressing the fight. He can get clipped sometimes, Nobody likes body work. You know what I'm saying? And just to touch on what Roughhouse was saying just a second ago in terms of Crawford trying to solve the enigma of Amir Khan's fast hands, timing. Crawford will time him and he'll clip that chin. Now, the other thing that gives me confidence in Crawford, man, I'm not worried about this fight at all. Crawford's going to get this. I'm that confident. And the reason why I'm that confident is because Yuriokis Gamboa was a puzzle. You understand? That wasn't an easy fight. When you actually, if you actually watch Crawford's fights, Yuriokis Gamboa, Jeff Horn, Benavidez, you watch these fights, they're all different fights. They're different opponents, and they come with their own unique pros and cons. Even Julius Indongo, if you watch that fight, Crawford has adapted to the person that he's fighting, and he's unraveled them. So by way of Jeff Horn was a roughhouse fighter. You know, he was an arms house fighter. He likes to come in and rough you up, and you know he's quite a big welterweight. You understand? We saw what he done to Manny Pacquiao. Crawford knew that, and he bullied the bully. You understand? So he deciphered, decoded, and destroyed that enigma right there. Benavidez.
I don't think it's nobody on the panel that's picking Crawford to lose. We all think Crawford gonna win. It's just that it's not gonna be just no easy walk through the park.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I know that. I was just piggybacking off of what Roughhouse was saying. But in terms, just to jump back on the Khan thing, in terms of Amir Khan, we know that Amir Khan's got fast hands, you know, and all of that. And I'm absolutely confident that Crawford, that his hand speed is going to be null and void. Crawford will time him, will suss him out, he'll suss his rhythm out, and you know he's going to beat Khan. But it's not going to be, Khan is not no bum. And that's what I think we can all agree on. He's not a bum. He's a good fighter. Although his chin, he's got a D-class chin. He's a good fighter. And this is just
D-class. D-class. That thing is like F minus.
No, it's D-glass. He said D-glass.
Yeah, D. Oh, you said D-glass. I thought you said D. That thing ain't even glass. That thing is like an eggshell. That thing is softer than glass.
I want to salute to the women chat right now. I want to salute to Michelle Bouchard, Shakita Dow, and my girl Ellie J out of Australia. Salute to the ladies of boxing that's in the chat right now. Salute to y'all and appreciate y'all for coming to join this good boxing conversation.
Salute, ladies.
True. Peace to the boxing queens.
Yeah, the boxing queen. We only missing a couple of them. Miss Boxing Fanatic, Corner Girl, 66, La D.
Yeah, the queen, La D. Where you at?
She'll be here shortly.
Right,
I know she.
Lala.
Yeah, I know. She stay in the chat. Her and Shakita gonna always be in the chat. That's how I know Lala gonna be here shortly.
Yeah, she'll jump on. She's probably listening to her shut music.
I want to get on.
I
want to get off with Terrence Crawford. And, I want to get off of Terrence Crawford and Amir Khan. I want to get to the main topic of conversation today. I want to talk about what Frank Warren said in the media.
Oh shit.
Well, everybody's here, so we might as well get to it.
Oh shit.
Let Fuller go first, man. Let Fuller go first.
Okay, I'll let Fuller go first. So look, I'm gonna read the article. Boxing News reported it. Frank Warren confirms Eddie Hearn sent Fury an offer for the Joshua fight. Promoter Frank Warren has confirmed that confirmed with Garris Devon of Matchroom Boxing promoter Eddie Hearn did in fact send the offer last weekend, directly to Tyson Fury for a fight against Anthony Joshua, but the offer was what he called derogatory. If you don't nobody know what derogatory means, it means little. And it wasn't the 50-50 split that they wanted. Warren didn't say what percentage split was offered to Fury by Hearn, but it's unclear why Hearn didn't send the offer directly to Warren rather than Fury. That's a bad look. He said while some boxing fans might think that Fury is asking for 50% of the revenue for the fight against Joshua is an overreach on his part. He said you have to realize that he brings a lot to the table in this fight. If Joshua was to fight Fury, there would be a massive amount of pay-per-view buys and ticket sales generating for the fight. Fury is asking for 50-50 deal. It's just him wanting to share in the money that he brings in. We've never had this offer, Tyson Fury promoter Frank Warren said to Gareth Davies. He said, when asked if the rumor that Fury has been given 60-40 offer from Joshua promoter was true, nothing has been sent to me. Eddie Hearn sent an offer to Tyson Fury over the weekend, but it certainly was not 60-40. And it was quite a derogatory offer. That's it. We've had nothing else. We have responded to it. It was a derogatory offer. 50-50 is as simple as that. Warren said when asked what purse split Fury wants him to agree to fight Joshua. If Hearn didn't even make a 60-40 offer to Fury, then it makes you how much of a low ball offer did he make? Surely Hearn must realize that he'll never get Fury to agree to a paltry offer for the fight against Joshua. Why bother he makes the offer if it's not 50-50 split? Fury has already made it crystal clear that he wants a 50-50 deal. Did Hearn think he was just kidding when Fury said that he wanted nothing less than 50-50 deal? Joshua versus Fury easily sells out a 100,000 seat arena in Wembley Stadium in London, UK on April 13th. The pay-per-view numbers on Skybox office and possibly Showtime would be through the roof, and it would bring in massive amounts of money. And it's a long article. I'm not that shit. It's about 6 more paragraphs. But go ahead and cook, fool. I ain't even gonna ask no questions. Just cook.
Eddie Hearn should go to a sport like soccer or something like that at this point. It's called prize fighting. It's not called low ball fighting. The only person at this point who will take a low ball offer to fight Anthony Joshua is going to be Luis Ortiz, because he just wants to whoop that ass that badly. So he just needs to chill the hell out and come to his senses. I don't know why this guy is trying to be Kremlin or something like that and be like, he basically wants to be in charge of, he basically wants to just be in charge of all the negotiations. He doesn't want the other person to have any say-so. He wants it to be like, this is how it's going to be. This is how, the terms we're going to do. Whether you like it or not, the terms are going to highly favor us, and we're not going to even give you any kind of breathing room. It doesn't work like that, bro. It's called negotiations. It's not called authoritarian, bro. It's called negotiations. There's 2 parties involved. It's a 2-party thing. It's not just one party. Okay.
Phil, can I ask you a question? I don't mean to cut you off, brother. Can I ask you and the whole panel too? What is this? Do you think this is Eddie going through the motions so he can have an excuse to say, "Oh, well, we made him an offer," or do you think he really doesn't have the money, or is it like what Fool is saying, the power thing? I don't get that dude, man. I just don't fucking get him. It makes no sense.
Hey, PK. Hey, the answer to both of those questions is yes. That's the answer. I've always said for the longest, brother, I believe their pockets are a lot shorter than they putting on. You know what I'm saying? For the fact that Matchroom is notorious for losing purse bids, and that's even since they've gotten the financial backing of DAZN. They've been notorious for losing purse bids. They've lowballed practically every fighter that they've tried to get to fight Anthony Joshua and some other fighters in the Matchroom stable. You know what I'm saying? And he wants to keep that narrative out there that they're the ones making the concerted effort to get the fights signed, to get the fights in the works. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? If I score 62% on a test and I'm old school, that's a D. You know what I'm saying? And then I come back and say, well, I took the test again and I got an improved score. What'd you get? I got a 65. It's still a D. You know what I'm saying? So he can make these lowball offers all day and then revise them and make improved offers. But if the improved offers are still lowball, you know what I'm saying? You're not trying to give a concerted effort to make the fight. And that's what it is. But they want to put on this facade and push this narrative like, oh, we did everything. How many times have you heard Eddie Hearn say that? We did everything that we could possibly do. No, you didn't. If you could have made them an offer that they could not refuse, and the fight would have been signed. That's all you got to do. Make
Hey,
the
uh,
opposition an offer they
Ed,
can't refuse.
Eddie Hearn don't know what an offer you can't refuse is because they will
Hell
offer
no.
the offer you can't refuse, and they refuse the offer you can't refuse.
Hell yeah.
Right?
Hell yeah,
And
they were.
So he
and
don't
what
know. He
let me
don't know. He don't know the. He don't know the. He don't know the true meaning of that. Because I'm gonna
Hell
tell you
no.
right now. Go
Hey,
ahead.
let me say this, man, and I'm gonna give it up real quick. And another thing, Tyson Fury has seen what an honorable offer looks like. He knows what right looks like. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder, who is the champion, who is the longest reigning WBC current heavyweight champion, gave him a 50-50 split. Now, people are out there talking about, well, Joshua's got 3 belts. Well, you know what? If they fight, it might as well be 1 belt because in one fight, if he loses all 3. You know what I'm saying? So make the honorable split, like Deontay Wilder was willing to do. You know what I'm saying? With
But
his
who the
only belt on the line.
but who
Well,
in
hold
the
on.
hell
Go ahead, fool.
who in the hell did he get those 3 belts from, bro? Like who did he really
I,
beat to get
I
those 3 belts?
I ain't gonna even get to that right now. Let somebody else cook on the topic. Go ahead, Abel, because you haven't had a chance to talk at all.
What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today, man?
Yo,
Peace,
what's
Ed.
up
What's
with
up,
it,
bro?
Abe?
Hey, my boy Abel Mahari, what's cracking?
It's all good, man. It's all good, man. Yeah,
Shit time in the building.
I was able to hear some of the information there through that article, but also through was it from 78's video too? Here's the thing, though. I mean, I really have to start questioning if they even have the deep pockets like they claim they do, because what we've seen in the past is that Matchroom is notorious of losing purse bids. They get outbidded, and the bottom line is this: they feel that we have to we're giving them low offers, and that's what you're gonna take. Well, you can't do that. You know what I mean? I mean, Tyson Fury is in a power is basically has huge leverage at this point because he faced against Deontay Wilder. He got a 50-50 split from the Wilder fight. So now that's what's gonna take to get a fight with Anthony Joshua, and the Hearns are just not willing to do that because they believe they're the power trio in this whole thing. But mind you this, Tyson Fury's belts hold. Tyson Fury still holds on to that lineal championship, but more importantly, Joshua holds Tyson Fury's belts. Remember, he didn't beat Tyson Fury to get those belts. Keep that in mind. That's where they're missing in all of this. So at the end of the day, people, it's a wrap for all the people that supported Anthony Joshua. I'm seeing a lot of the AJ fans are starting to say, "Hey, I was an AJ fan, but I can't support this anymore," because they know what's going on. I mean, Amir Khan, Carl Frost, who used to be with Matchroom, is even saying that Joshua is stuck in the fight. Lennox Lewis, the guy who won the undisputed heavyweight championship in 1999, is saying you got to go out and fight in America because it's not about the A-side leverage. It's about going to somebody else's kingdom and taking the belts from that kingdom. That's how it works, man. And so it doesn't surprise me whatsoever that they would try to lowball this because I suspect, to me, and from my opinion, that they're probably short on money or probably just don't want to give up that kind of money because they feel like in their minds they're losing their leverage, in which they don't have any leverage. Nobody believes a word that they say. So that's my 2 cents on that thing.
All right. Go ahead. Matter of fact, 503. What's up? I ain't heard you in a minute.
Yeah, man. My personal opinion on it is, man, it's just another day in Eddie Hearnville, man. Uh, this dude don't get enough for lowballing people, man. First you tried to lowball Wilder, now you trying to lowball Fury, and both of these guys have proved their worth. And it's just not a good look, man. I mean, you saying y'all got billions of dollars, you sponsored by a billionaire in the zone. I'm being optimistic about the zone. That's why I got it. Um, and it's a pretty cool app or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I want to see good fights on the zone, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Anthony Joshua fight, you know, where the opponents, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a Fury or Wilder or Big Baby Miller, whoever that may be. I'm looking for them to, give these guys their biggest payday that they had in the sport of boxing. But lately, it's just been a bunch of lowballing, man, and I don't understand why. But dealing with a charlatan like my boy Santis SW would say, he's a charlatan, man. He trying to completely fuck people over. So, I'm not surprised, man. Frank Warren is the OG. He been doing this as long as Eddie Hearn daddy been doing it, so he know the game. He know the in and outs, the loopholes and whatnot. So I hope that they get this shit right, man, and hopefully we get Deontay Wilder versus Fury, or if not, we get AJ versus Fury, and we can get Wilder versus Brazil, man. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I'm hoping for, because I don't think Tyson Fury is gonna rematch Deontay Wilder in April. I think he's gonna fight a tune-up fight, or he gonna try to fight Anthony Joshua. So that's why
I
you
think
hear how
Joshua. I think that's it. That is his tune-up fight.
exactly that's what we was talking about yesterday. So I think that's what it's gonna be, man. Because Frank Warren is coming out saying shit, Eddie Hearn coming out saying shit, and Deontay Wilder really not saying nothing. So I don't know, bro. I don't. It's looking real funny right now to me. So I'm watching closely. I'm gonna be watching this thing every day. So I appreciate you with the articles and everybody on YouTube making videos for non-78. Everybody, man, that's playing a part in this.
Yeah, we're gonna get it right. I'm gonna get it right. All right, fella, cook on it.
Ah, man, I mean, that I never really thought about that. Wilder, Fury and AJ. I mean, I don't think that's gonna happen though. In April 13th, you're talking about AJ being Fury being a tune-up fight. I mean, I don't see that.
No, what I was saying. This is what I was saying. I said this yesterday. Let me say it how I said it yesterday. So Fury wants him and Wilder to take tune-ups before they fight again.
Mm-hmm.
And I said
Joshua could be that tune-up for him.
Joshua could be that tune-up for Fury. Reason I said that, and I put it in this terminology: Keith Thurman and Josecito Lopez. That's a tune-up for Keith Thurman. But in all actuality, we as fans are breaking it down. That's not a real live tune-up fight. That's a tough fight for Keith Thurman. But in his eyes, he look at himself like he's 10 times better than Lopez, so that's a tune-up for him. In the same token as Tyson Fury is looking at how robotic, how not so defensive Anthony Joshua is, and him just outboxing Anthony Joshua, he looking at it like this could be a tune-up fight for him. And that's what I was saying. This could be, in Tyson Fury head, an easy fight. Because what's AJ's power punch? An uppercut. If you can't get inside to throw an uppercut on somebody that's 6'9", you're going to have to outbox him. And if you can't outbox him, you're going to lose that fight. So I'm looking at it like this could be a tune-up for Tyson Fury.
I'm sorry, I just don't see. I don't see the germ in Team AJ taking that fight right now. Not no Fury. I mean, they ducking Wilder and they're ducking the Lineal. Trust me, I don't see them taking that fight. You know what I mean?
So who do you see AJ fighting in April, bro? If it's not them two,
I see him fighting. Like, when it comes down to it, White's gonna come back to the table. It's either gonna be White, Miller, or even Pulev's the dark horse. Unfortunately, come on, man. There's gonna be ducking tactics happening all the way up into 2020. That's what's going down.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the only thing. The only kind of leverage that Hearn and Joshua have is those belts, man. Those pieces of plastic or whatever. Yeah, I agree with you, man.
Come on, man. They ain't gonna risk the O fighting Fury in April. That's a definite loss.
Yep, they just dangle those belts out there and they say, well, we're not getting good offers or whatever, and then they just go fight a mandatory or like a soft touch or whatever. What happened to that big baby fight? They said
it's being quiet right now. So from when things are quiet, that means they're negotiating.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it comes to no surprise. AJ was trying to he didn't know what the linear was. He didn't know what the linear was. All to discredit who Tyson Fury is. You know what I mean? As a legitimate champion. You don't want that work.
Nah, man, he doesn't, because if Fury goes in there and styles on AJ like I think he would, dude,
Same
I mean
here.
that's he gets those belts back that he never really lost anyway. So that, I mean, and that, dude, I would love that, man. Tyson Fury with his belts back, fighting Wilder for the one belt that he never had, and you know, that's a crazy, that just adds to that storyline.
And this will be real thorough right here. Do you know how much pressure that'll put on Anthony Joshua then? Do you know the amount of pressure? That's like an elephant on your back. Because he's going to have to do something to get his belts back. And he's going to, you know, they're going to play with the sanctioning bodies and try to get a mandatory and he probably ain't going to get it with Fury. Fury's going to fight Wilder. Wilder's going to get the belts. Now, you know, or vice versa, either way. But he's gonna really be trying to fight Wilder then.
It's gonna it's at the point now where they just need to
fight.
Now accept themselves being the B side instead of trying to really be the A side when your dude has not done anything to be the A side, you know, except for hold belts hostage. I mean, that's the only thing he did to be an A side. You know, I mean, even how he holds, no disrespect, but even how he holds the belts, like he looks gay. You know, he looks very gay when he holds the belts even. And I'm like, this dude is just really still borrowing these belts. But you know, it's just I don't know what they're thinking. You know, I really don't know what's going on in their head right now, man. Like, I mean, they're out of sync with reality. Too much riding around with orangutans and stuff like that, man. Just out of tune.
I'm gonna let some more, because we ain't got number 30 minutes. I'm gonna let Legendary cook on it too, and one of them ones, and PK, because they haven't talked. And Roughhouse going it. We got to give them time to talk too.
Yeah.
Real quick. Come on, Legendary. What you got on it? Oh, you there? PK.
I'm gonna check, man. I've been running my mouth enough.
One of them ones, and then Roughhouse, and then we all gonna just talk about it.
Yeah. I think what's said is, you know, we pretty much covered most of. I can hear an echo. Yeah, I think we've covered most of it. At this point, it's getting a little ridiculous. You know, with these negotiations, it's the same sort of story. I think that the Hearn family have got some sort of pride in knowing that they've negotiated or haggled down. They've got a deal at the, you know, the absolute bare minimum, you know, at the cheapest price. You know, it's ultra capitalism. Maybe that's got something to do with it, you know, that they've managed to secure this fight. And it's like, yeah, well, we didn't pay what we were supposed to pay. You know, we got it for a great deal. Maybe it's that kind of mentality. I was going to make a reference to certain cultures and communities, but, you know, I think you kind of get the picture. But at the end of the day, I'm not interested in none of this talk. You know, all this, Eddie Hearn's now doing this, and AJ's doing this, and Wilder's. I just want to see the fight. And unless the fight's happening, to be honest with you, I zoned out of all of this a long time ago. You understand? I don't check for this no more. I don't check for Eddie. We all know he's a snake oil salesman, just like the rest of these promoters, you know. And it's nothing. There's nothing new under the sun, you know. We're talking about this now. Next week, Eddie Hearn's going to do something else. And what are we going to do? Waste our time talking about how Eddie's pulling another fast one? This is what he does, you know. And until these fights happen, you know, until there's something a little bit more concrete, I zone out of most of this stuff, to be honest with you. Yeah, man, that's all I've got really. Oh, best fight the best. Salute my brother. What is going down?
Salute BFTB in the chat.
Yeah, and
Yo,
BFTB.
I wanna,
Patrol Killer. What's going on, bruh?
yeah.
hey,
I
you
mean,
were on one today, BFTB. I'm like, this guy is going in.
Yes, he
yeah.
will.
If you wanna know about all of that, go check out my man Best Fight the Best. He's a specialist on all of that. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You know,
he is.
he can break it down like a fraction, and and he can tell you everything that you want to know or that you need to know. You understand what I'm saying? Yo, big up
Live
everybody
is
in the chat, man.
Undertaker on YouTube.
Square business.
He got all the receipts.
So,
Yeah,
hey, so
I'm
Rough
gonna
House.
pass the mic, man. I'm gonna pass the mic.
So, Rough House.
Yeah, man.
Cook on it.
Hey, man, you know what? I'm gonna repeat what I said before. Eddie Hearns, make whoever you want to fight Anthony Joshua an offer they can't refuse. Until you do that, then you truly can't say you've done everything that you could possibly do to make a fight. No, you haven't. Make them an offer that they can't refuse. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny how Joshua and Hearn and Matchroom, they want basically the whole pie, and they want to cut off this sliver of the pie for whoever the opposition to Anthony Joshua is. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? If undisputed is that important to you, if that legacy is that important to you, then put your money where your mouth is. You know, put your money up. Make them boys an offer they can't refuse. And if you man enough, you'll get the belt. And it'll be worth the money you spent. That's all I got on that.
All right. Now, KF Harris make a good point. He say, I think the best thing to do is to stop talking about AJ. He's now a nobody. And number 4 fighter behind Ortiz. Everybody is turning Hearn down, which put AJ nowhere. I'm gonna say I agree. I do. And we just I really don't. I try not to talk about Eddie Hearn, but as of right now, he stays in the media and he stays in these things, giving us more and more gasoline to pour on this fire, and to make him look bad. So that's why we keep talking about it. But I do want to ask the panel this point in time. See, I didn't cook because y'all know my stance. I don't give a fuck who AJ fight. I want to see if he do fight Fury. Yeah, that'd be perfect. That way he can get his belt back, and then Deontay Wilder can go decapitate that whole Dominic Brazil, and then we can get a real live mega fight for undisputed with them two. That's what I want. But Eddie Hearn seems to don't know how to send nobody a real offer. So as a promoter, how much longer do you think Eddie Hearn got? I'm asking that to everybody on the panel. Hypothetically.
Eddie Hearn is not going nowhere, bro.
He's not
going nowhere. Nope, he's not going nowhere. As to you can ask the question as to how long has he got in the United States with the DAZN and all of that. That's a question, but Eddie Hearn ain't going nowhere. The Hearn family have been doing this from the 70s. You understand what I'm saying? And this is just the game, man. The game is the game, as my man Marlo was saying in the wire. If when Eddie's gone, there's gonna be someone else. I mean, they're all the same. But that Hearn family, this is a generational thing for them, and they can't be. The worst thing that they could do is to foul in any way, because they have a big rivalry with what you call it, Frank Warren and that side of the game. You know what I mean? So yeah, Eddie Hearn ain't going nowhere, man. One way or another, he's going to be involved in boxing, and whether we like it or not. In the UK, Eddie Hearn is a very significant. He's a very significant person in British boxing, or even on the international stage. His antics and all of that, we don't love too much, but he ain't going nowhere, bro.
Yeah, he's gonna try and lock up that the European. I mean, he just signed Bivol. You know, they're gonna try and keep everything over in that bullshit.
Yeah, he signed a good champion with Bivol. That kind of main event. I told main event Mark we was gonna talk about it before I got out. Yeah, but he just signed. What do y'all think about that? He just signed with him just signing Bivol.
It's a small W, a small W.
Not too small.
The stretches of L's that he's been taking. It's a small W because literally, that fight between Bivol and Joel Smith Jr. might be the best fight the Zone's produced since inception. If you think about it, I mean that might be the closest 60-40, 50-50 type fight. I wouldn't call it a 50-50 type fight, but it's a competitive fight. You know what I mean? And the Zone really don't have those matchups too often. So I'm thinking, that's one of the better fights that they've actually produced. So,
but he did lose Beterbiev. I saw that. So he was like, Bivol is probably like a little more popular than Beterbiev, but he lost Beterbiev. So, I mean, it seems like a desperation, like kind of like he needs something, man, to try and keep his head above water. But is he going to do the same thing with Bivol? Is he just going to keep play keep away with the belt with his belt? I don't know, man. At
the same time, it's like good for Beterbiev because it's like he's is. And all the actions with ESPN with with Kovalev and with Eladir Alvarez and as well as Vostik. You know what I mean? All the belts are over at ESPN. So Beterbiev wants to get it, I guess wants to get that smoke as well. I don't like what Bivol did. You know what I mean? He could have fought Joe Smith Jr. on another network. He didn't have to go to the Zone for that shit.
Right.
ESPN has a light heavyweight division on lock. But Tottenham Boxing says, as I said, I think 5 years. He talking about Eddie Hearn. He think Eddie Hearn got 5 years left, and then he would leave the sport like his daddy did, and say he will be in gymnastics or rugby in the rugby league union.
Nah, his daddy didn't leave the sport. He passed the torch. Them Hearns ain't going nowhere. They ain't going nowhere.
One thing I can tell you about that is that they plateaued. You know what I mean, Eddie Hearn he's reached a certain level. You know what I mean? He was on a ascend, but now he's plateaued and now he's on the descent. You know what I mean? You have to admit that. You know what I mean? He might not be going anywhere. You know what I mean? Quite too soon, but maybe on the international level he is. On the U.S. level, he's becoming highly irrelevant. But no, on the UK level, most definitely he's not going nowhere. But he has the name has plateaued and it is descending.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's getting to the point where don't nobody even want to associate their name with Eddie Hearn.
Yeah, they can't. He can't make the big fights. He can't make any big fights. He can't even make any big domestic fights.
Like I said, he might drive Bivol's name into the dirt too, man. You know?
Yeah, I mean,
is it too late to say free? Is it too late to say hashtag free AJ, or have we sailed them on the coon boat forever? You know what I mean?
AJ ain't going nowhere.
Hold on, time out. It's past too late to say free AJ. AJ sold his own soul. What the hell we want to free that bitch for?
Yeah, he's too far gone, man.
Yeah, fuck that hoe.
I mean, in terms of his international expeditions, you could say that he may have spread himself too thin, all of that. But when it comes to the UK, he ain't going nowhere. I mean, he might if the whole international thing doesn't work out with the Zone and all the people that he's trying to sign and all of that. That could fail, and if that fails, then he might just try something else. And as my man Tottenham Boxing was saying, he might get into gymnastics or flipping darts or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, them guys, this is what they do. But it's yet to be seen. And let's not forget, they've only just recently got into international boxing, like promoting international boxing.
The only thing that I'll say about that whole Bivol situation, though, is that Bivol actually wants to fight everybody. And it's going to be up to Eddie Hearn to get those fights because Bivol gonna be trying to fight everybody.
That's why I hated that he signed with him, man.
Yeah,
but how long is it? Is it just a one fight contract? Hopefully,
Yeah,
or is it
it's a one fight deal. And I was gonna say, man, hey, shout out to Bivol for being smart enough to limit the amount of time that he is tied to Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying?
And that's a good look then.
Yes, this is gonna be like the trial run between Bivol and Eddie Hearn to see how Eddie Hearn comes through and what he does for him. And if he doesn't like what Eddie Hearn is doing, how he's moving, how he's talking, then after this fight, he can politely cut ties and go on about his business.
That's what's up, man.
What's up, BFTB? I see you in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I had to finish closing up a plot, man. I had a fresh one.
Yeah. Hey, what happened with that big boy fighting or whatever? Him.
Well, who the dude I just bodied?
I don't know if I didn't get to finish listening to it, but I remember he was one of your moderators, and then you took his wrench and was going in.
Oh, that dude. Oh,
yeah.
Who is this? Oh man, I gotta hear this.
That fruit box.
Time out.
You talk about big boy boxing. So his name was Kiwi Boxing before, and I shitted on him.
I know that guy.
Yeah, he was talking real greasy, and I'm saying, so I shitted on him and kicked him the fuck off my chat. I told his bitch ass to get the fuck up out of here. And then so he left, like he was like, "Oh, I won't never come back." I was like, "Oh, I'm good, fuck." But then he changed his name and came back. You know what I'm saying, as Big Boy Boxing, and he wanted to debate me. You know what I'm saying? But he was all kind of cool with everything, acting like he was a whole different person. So I debated him, bodied him. You know what I'm saying? Then after I bodied him, I modded him up because he was a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, this is cool. You know what I'm saying? With respect to you, you know, you had the courage to get on here and take this L. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna mod you up. Then he got in the chat. You know what I'm saying? He started talking crazy. I'm like, bro, what the fuck is your problem, dude? You know what I'm saying? You talking real crazy in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Now that I done modded you up, I done bodied your bitch ass. You know what I'm saying? You can get the fuck up out of here now still. It didn't matter to me. You know, fine, and I'll just leave. So I just removed this motherfucking mod, kicked this bitch ass up out of here. Fuck out of here.
What was the debate? What was the debate on?
No, he was talking about the fuck was he talking about? I think he was talking about like numbers or some shit. You can't fuck with me on numbers. That's not you're gonna lose that. Because I literally study this shit. So you're gonna lose that. But I think he was talking about the numbers or something. And I'm trying to, and the actual debate when we debated, you know what I'm saying? He was going in on saying that, oh, it was free. We watched the Wilder fight free in New Zealand, you know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 which Dave told me that was a lie, but whatever. So then he started to talk about how I'm telling him that Joshua is not a pay-per-view fighter. He just rapes people in the UK. You know what I'm saying? That's all he's doing because we watch him for free. And the reality is we in the US should be paying for it, and you over in the UK should be getting it for free because that's your guy. You know what I'm saying? He should be taking care of you, not taking care of us. You're his fans. We're not. Why the fuck would you rape your own fans? You know what I'm saying? He ain't like that, so he ended up getting bodied. It's all good. Just another one for the graveyard.
Tidy Ham Boxing asked a good question. He said, what UK fighter currently in Hearn's stable, UK fighter, not the rest of them, in Hearn's stable has the ability to fight at a world level, and he has what fighter can be a pay-per-view in the UK? And my answer to that is Josh Kelly.
Josh Kelly.
That's probably the only one.
Yep.
That's it.
Josh Kelly and possibly, I don't know, it remains to be seen. I want to see a couple more fights from him. Joshua Buatsi.
Yeah, that was gonna be my next one, Buatsi.
Hey, but let me say this about.
Got to show me a little bit something.
Hey, let me say this about Josh Kelly though, man. I think as much as we like Josh Kelly, and I do like Josh Kelly, man. He's one of the contenders that I got my eye on. But I think the verdict isn't out on him yet. It's still early in the game. You know what I'm saying? To go ahead and anoint him the future pay-per-view star. You know, so I gotta see him against elite, you know, top 15, top 10 competition before I say, okay, yeah, that's the next guy. He is still early in his run. So to answer that question from the from the person in the chat, I don't know. I don't know who that would be right now. We would like it to be Josh Kelly or Josh Taylor or anybody from over there, but we don't know right now.
What about Connor Ben? Or
Conor
Luke
Ben.
Campbell?
No. Forget.
Hell nah. Hell nah.
He's not.
I'm just
Connor
asking.
Ben's
He's got Callum Smith. He's got Katie Taylor. He's got
Kayla Taylor
she's Irish.
Can Katie Taylor be a pay-per-view star?
Oh no.
That's what we talking about.
Yeah,
What about Luke Campbell?
Well, hold on a second now. I mean, what is your definition of a pay-per-view star? Because
he did. You know what? He did say UK pay-per-view. So Katie Taylor can be a UK pay-per-view.
I'm about to say.
Katie Taylor is not UK pay-per-view. She can be on the UK pay-per-view card, but she's not a pay-per-view like headliner. No, not Katie Taylor. No.
Okay.
I mean, you've got Kell Brooks, Scott Quigg. Actually, no, I'm not sure about Scott Quigg. Callum Smith.
Yeah. I would go Kell Brook over Callum
Smith. I think Callum Smith is.
Chris Eubank Jr. is. I
honestly believe
he's borderline a domestic pay-per-view.
If Eddie Hearns let Callum Smith fight Caleb Plant or David Benavidez, he's gonna lose that title and he ain't gonna be worth the shit no more.
Fellas, I'll tell you one thing. There's a
guy
called
Caleb Plant, but David Benavidez, yes, and I'm a Caleb Plant fan.
Yeah, I got Callum Smith beating Caleb Plant, but yeah, I don't know.
The only reason I said it'll be a good fight, I think he can move around Caleb Smith. That's why I think he can beat Caleb. But I'm gonna tell you, I don't think David Benavidez is the only person I think runs super middleweight right now. Period. I don't think nobody beats him.
He runs it, and the fact that they got his ass, the fact that they have him ranked fucking 12th is a disgrace.
Yeah, they just did that because of the cocaine. As soon as he wins his belt back, which he's about to do, they're gonna,
I'm gonna tell you like this. I know you said Josh Kelly, but in my humble opinion, you guys may not like me for this opinion. My bad, but Jaron Ennis can go over there and whoop that ass and put any into the momentum he has going. That's just my humble opinion.
Yes, we didn't say.
That's facts. That's facts.
Why you say we don't like it though?
Some people, some you just never know.
UK domestic pay-per-view right now.
Yeah, we know
you never know.
And this ain't got nothing to do with it. We know. That's facts. That's facts.
You know what? That'll be a hell of a step up fight.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah for both of them.
But we know everybody on this panel and every single person in this chat know for a fact Eddie Hearn is not gonna put his future cash cow in the line of fire like that. Because when AJ gone, all he got left is Callum Smith and Josh Kelly and Buwasi. That's it. Oh, and he got Amanda Serrano, however long he keeps her on the team.
The problem I have with Buwasi is he's like, I know this sounds weird, but he's like a miniature version of Anthony Joshua in a way, how he fights. Like, I just don't see anything that you're like.
Hey, one of them ones. Tell him what was your problem with UK fighters?
Lamppost fighters.
Go ahead. Tell him again. So
I mean, it's not. I'm not trying to shit on my people, and you know what I mean, because we got some great fighters over here. Josh Taylor, Josh Kelly. I want to put that out there straight away because I know everyone might jump on me, but there was a saying in the UK that came out in the 80s. That said the bolt upright fighter, like Frank Bruno, it's I call it the lamppost fighters, where you're basically in the ring and you've just got no upper torso movement. You understand what I'm saying? Like no head movement. A prime example of that is Joe Joyce.
Yes.
Joe Joyce. What's his name? AJ. In the UK, for some reason, we just have a lot of guys that just they're lamppost fighters. They're just like a tall, lanky lamppost in there, you know, just waiting, sitting ducks, waiting to get hit. You know what I'm saying? And but that's not all of them, because I can point out enough, you know, slick UK fighters, Arsenio Byfield, you know what I'm saying? Ted Cheeseman, you know what I mean? There's a lot of UK cats out there, but the ones that are on the international stage, man, they're fucking up my reputation. You know what I'm saying? Can't be man like Joe Joyce representing the UK. Get the fuck out of here, man. 6 fights and all of that.
Jerron Boots Enos. Jerron Boots Enos. Jerron Boots Enos.
I've got to keep it. I've got to keep it real. You understand what I'm saying? Like, someone's fucking up, man. I've just got to point it out.
And I'm just gonna say this about Josh Kelly. I'm not trying to crap on him or anything like that, but there's just certain things he does. Like, he has the whole Prince Nassim thing going on, where like he fights with his hand down against these lower opposition dudes, but then like once he meets a nice touch up, that thing, I think that thing's gonna end, because it was the same thing with Prince Nassim. Chris Eubanks Jr. does the same thing. Like he bum bashes, but then when he meets like a nice touch up, all of that stuff ends, you know. So you got to show us. You got to show us that you can do that against a top level guy. If you show us you can do it against a top level guy, then of course, man, you get all the respect in the world.
I really like Josh Kelly though, man. I really like that dude, man. I like his whole demeanor. I like his style. I like his fighting. I like everything about Josh Kelly, and I feel like I think he's being overshadowed by Josh Taylor. But I think Josh Kelly's the goods, man. I really do. I know. And you just made a really valid point that he fights like that with his hands down, but just like the Prince, he can get away with it because he's fast enough. He's got enough upper body of movement. He's got enough boxing ability to get away with that stuff. Now, he could run into a damn buzzsaw and get the shit beat off, you know what I'm saying? But until then, I fuck with that dude, man. I really do. I like what he does. And I don't mean to take over right quick, man. I know we're about to get off in a second, but I just wanted to like cook a little bit on this topic. Because when I tell you guys, like I refuse to get the wig pulled over my eyes again, man. I refuse. You know what I'm saying? That pay-per-view shit, that really ticked me off. But I'm sitting here like, and now I'm looking at the whole matchroom, the whole thing in general. Listen, Eddie Hearn is a fucking genius, man. He's a piece of shit snake, but he's a genius. He's not stupid at all. He knows what he's doing. It's like he knows that he floods the market with bullshit. So it's a win-win situation for him, regardless if we're talking about him or not. Because if we're not talking about him, you know what I'm saying, which is the reason why I do. But if we're not talking about him, then he can say whatever the fuck he wants to get away with it.
Yeah, he's stupid like a fox.
Yeah, and if we do talk about him, then we're giving him promotion. You know, we're talking about him, putting him in the limelight. So it's a win-win situation for him. You know what I'm saying? He can't lose in this situation. The issue is, where is all this money at? And I keep saying, like, look, this dude just did $1 billion DAZN deal. He has not signed anybody. We're talking about Bivol as if Bivol is this killer, this great. Bivol is good, but he's an Eastern European fighter, bro. That's not going to do it for DAZN. They need an American fighter, and right now, all they got is like Tevin Farmer, fucking Danny Jacobs. That's not going to do it, bro. You need a fighter. You need like a go ahead.
I want to cook off of what you just said. They need a fighter that is not only a fighter, he has charisma. He just like fans just like that dude.
Shannon Briggs. I don't know why they shit.
Everybody.
That is fact. You laughing? I'm being dead ass serious.
That's true. That's true.
Get Shannon Briggs in there. Yo, old ass Shannon Briggs. Let's go, champ.
Shannon Briggs is selling Shannon Briggs is selling the fuck out of this. This is the reason why DAZN is not picking off, man. Listen. Think about who Eddie Hearn said.
They don't have a marquee guy.
They don't have a
marquee guy.
Listen, Eddie Hearn said he's trying to get Adrian Broner, Mikey Garcia, Deontay Wilder, the Charlos, Errol Spence. He never mentioned fucking Kevin Farmer or Bivol. He never mentioned them motherfuckers. He mentioned the people with charisma, the people that the people want. That's why I tell everybody, like, when this dude speaks, don't just hear what he's saying. Listen to what he's saying. He told you who he wanted to sign. He told you. Deontay Wilder, Errol Spence, the Charlos, all these people that now he's shitting on. And everybody, all the people that all the fucking weird-ass LTNK fan bitches are shitting on. They shit on Wilder. They shit on the Charlos. They shit on Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? They're shitting on these guys. But that is who Hearn wants to sign. Those are the people he wants. Those are the people he needs. He needs them. Fucking Terrell Miller ain't doing it, man.
Hell no. Hell no.
Shannon Briggs would do it. He would do it. That I'm telling you, Shannon Briggs would do. He would do something for DAZN that they don't have. They don't have a marketable person. Plain and simple.
They don't. They really don't, bro.
And I just sit back and just look at this. I'm like, bro, you got $1 billion deal. Where is all this money? You got money. Look, if you remember last year, DAZN execs sent Eddie Hearn back over to the U.S. and told him to sign the Charlos at all costs. Bro, he never signed the Charlos. Like,
nope.
they say, go back over and get us a fighter. You are failing us. Failing. He hasn't signed.
Yeah.
He signed Kevin Farmer. Like, bro, stop it, man. Stop it. And you got all this money. I really just need y'all to think about this shit. Where is this DAZN money? Where is it going? Where? Who's getting it?
Know, bro.
Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. And that's not to cut you off, man, but just to piggyback real quick, that kind of reiterates my point, bro. I think their pockets are shallower than they sitting out here broadcasting to everybody, because they, even with this DAZN steroid infused financial muscle, bro, I'm not seeing this money power that they supposedly got.
Yeah,
now, go ahead, Cook, bro.
What I think it is I mean, I hate to say this, and this is just my conspiracy theory. I think what it is they're trying to keep as much of it for them. Like, even if it's not their money, they're just trying to figure out how to use the least amount to generate the most amount. But it doesn't work like that, bro.
I think they're trying to do both. They're trying to bluff, and then they're trying to keep as much of what little they do have, not as little, but relatively speaking, what little they do have for themselves. They're trying to have it both ways, it seems like. And the whole thing.
Well, but check it out, man. DAZN is not going to let that happen, bro. Not with the money that they're fronting, that they're investing, or whatever the case may be. Yeah. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Basically, they fronted you weight, but you're not bringing them back anything in return for what they fronted you. So, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of what the deal is, and whether it was cut up into increments, you know what I'm saying, $250 million, whatever the case may be, for that $250 million that they allotted you, there should be something that they see, you know, some type of return on their financial investment to you, you know. And he hasn't brought them back anything that has significant star power and drawing power and value. So them trying to hold on to all that money, they just holding on to it to give it right back to DAZN, because DAZN is gonna want that back. Please believe.
Hey, fellas, and just to touch on what my man Best Fight the Best was saying earlier about star power, Eddie Hearn and DAZN and star power, that right there is more universal than an Eddie Hearn problem. I think all these promoters need that one charismatic fighter that has that star power, because what we must understand and not forget is that there's three aspects to boxing. When it comes to the sport of boxing, there's three aspects. You've got the sweet science, the sport, you know, what they do in the ring. You have the entertainment side, and then you have politics. There's three aspects. You can't have one without the other. And the entertainment side is what sells the sweet science. Nobody buys the sweet science. Only hardcore boxing fans buy that, right? And a prime example of that is you relatively recently you had some YouTubers fighting on YouTube. And if you see the numbers that, I mean, these are just some amateurs that picked up the gloves, you know, and done four months worth of training, and they got in the ring. You understand? And they did some serious numbers because
Yeah,
of
KSI and Jake Paul. And who was
right,
promoting
right.
that fight with them? Shannon Briggs.
Right. So these guys are not know they don't know nothing about the sweet science, but the entertainment side factor of the of boxing in terms of their profile outside the ring. There's many ways to do it. Mayweather was successful with it. Tyson was organically successful with it. Muhammad Ali was successful with it. Nigel Benn in the UK, Chris Eubank in the UK, Prince Nassim. You understand? You need to have something and this is why people like Terence Crawford and Errol Spence, they're big, amongst heavy hardcore boxing fans, and they're big in their respective states. But because their profile outside of boxing is not as amplified as someone like Broner or someone like who nowadays can we point to that's got a charismatic? I can't even think, but the first one that comes to mind is Broner. Yeah, they're not as big as what they could be. A fight like Errol Spence and Crawford should be, fight of the decade. You understand? But it's only going to be fight of the decade among hardcore boxing fans because the casuals don't know about Crawford. They don't know about Errol Spence because, for whatever reason, that their profile outside of boxing is just not on that level. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't think it's an Eddie Hearn issue per se. I think it's more of a it's and even AJ, he's the good. He sells himself as the good boy and all of that. His profile outside of the sweet science is big. Do you know what I'm saying? The UK, people know about him in the UK. Do you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to touch on that.
Hey, one of the ones. Let me piggyback on what you said about these promotional companies needing that one charismatic, star, attraction. These entities, these bodies, these promotion companies can thrive. Well, they can exist and they can function with that one, but in order to thrive, you have to have multiple individuals. Top Rank, in my opinion, is barely making it, and they got Bud Crawford and Lomo. You know what I'm saying? Now they do have some nice prospects that they're grooming that potentially could rise to that plateau. In Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, let me with Teofimo. That's their charisma
guy.
Yeah, say it. That's the word. that's star form.
Yeah,
because Crawford is quiet and shy to himself type person, and Lomo is only active when somebody else recording a video and he posted on his page. Other than that, he's not really a in the public, in the eye type person.
Right.
Teofimo Lopez stay going live. He stay talking out. He stay calling people out.
Yeah.
In the Eddie Hearn case, he don't have many. But all the charismatic fighters are at PBC. All of them.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
But I was gonna say in terms of actual star power, Terence Crawford and Lomo are stars. You know what I'm saying? They are draws. They're gonna put butts in seats and they're gonna put eyes in front of TV screens.
They got a problem. Those guys got a problem. Terence Crawford, as good as he is, as much star power as he has, Lomachenko as special as he is, and blah blah. But they got a problem, and their problem is they don't have an Adrian Broner mouthpiece. That is their problem. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that is what's going to hinder them when it comes to the levels of star power, the levels of draw they can have. Listen, whether you are hated or liked, you know what I'm saying, doesn't matter as long as you're something. You know what I'm saying? Right now, if you look at Terence Crawford, people don't have anything negative for the dude except for to say, oh, you're gonna lose to Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's not the best fighter in the world. But if he started to go out and speak out more, and they could take a stance on this dude, they can hate him or love him. That's what's going to sell him. That's what sells Adrian Broner. Listen, Adrian Broner to me is a bona fide gatekeeper. Bona fide. But this man makes hella bread, demands hella bread because of his mouthpiece. Not so much his skills. We know what he's going to do. He's going to get in the ring, not throw punches, and get beat on, and then lose. I mean, we know what he's going to do. But we still pay to see this dude. Why? Because we pay to see him lose, or we pay to see him back up the charisma and the wording that he does. You know what I'm saying? So when I say they don't, Matchroom doesn't have somebody like that, you can't use Anthony Joshua because Anthony Joshua is manufactured. Listen. I think Anthony Joshua is a talented fighter. I really do. I don't doubt the man's skill. The problem that I have with Deontay Wilder is he's food. I'm not Deontay Wilder, but Anthony Joshua is he's food for Deontay Wilder. He's food. Listen, Deontay Wilder's profile is actually bigger than Anthony Joshua's because people hate on this dude. They find a reason to hate on him. That's the same thing Floyd Mayweather did. I need you guys to understand this, right? Floyd Mayweather was at a time was trying to be a fan favorite, which is the reason why he was Pretty Boy. You know what I'm saying? He stopped giving a fuck and was like, fuck it. I don't give a fuck. They're gonna hate me anyway. So I'm gonna make them really hate me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to go in there and knock nobody out. I'm just going in there to win. They're gonna hate me anyway. Fuck it. And I'm gonna talk shit. And I'm gonna show off all my shit. And that just made people hate him more. Hate, sell.
Yeah, that's
you know what they say.
That's always been my biggest criticism of Bud. I'm sorry, I'm not even trying to cut y'all off, but I mean, you're right, BFTB. I can't think of too many things like to be critical of Bud with, other than the fact that he doesn't speak up, and because of his situation, I don't know. It begs the question to me: is he not speaking up because? And I know it has something to do with that's just his personality. But dude, you're at top rank. Everybody else at welterweight is at PBC. So at some point, you're gonna have to open your mouth, in my opinion, to get those fights. Bob Arum ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, you gotta get over that, man. You gotta get over that thing where they're thinking, "Oh, that's not how I am." I don't listen. Anthony Joshua he'd be bigger than who he is right now. He's big in the UK, huge in the UK. He'd be bigger than who he is if he actually just fucking opened his mouth. If he just came over and started talking shit, they know that's what that is the market. Look at Floyd Mayweather. You don't listen. All you gotta do is follow the blueprint. Like Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, they could be bigger than what they are. Way bigger.
Dude, when you start clowning people, they will fight you. If you start making fun of them and clowning, they'll
look
fight
at the notoriety, bro. Look at the notoriety that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford got just off of them meeting up to each other. We talked about that shit for weeks.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Hey,
that's true story.
That was exactly my point.
That shit.
That's a true story, bro.
Go ahead, legendary.
Nah, I was gonna say that not speaking up, like Pecan, my dude Best was just saying, motherfuckers not speaking up, feeling like they skills gonna do the talking for them. This the fight game, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, Adrian Broner, a gatekeeper, he take losses and motherfuckers still pay for him. Cause he gonna talk that shit and swallow that spit. He gonna draw the crowd. He gonna bring the crowd. That's why it's a such thing as a fucking promoter. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get the crowd.
Dude, Conor McGregor talked his way into a $50 million ass whooping.
Man, Conor McGregor just hit 30 million followers today on Instagram. Goddamn.
I want to say this too.
Hold on. Let me say this real quick. But if we go back in time, some of the best fighters in the past, we'll use like Ezra Charlie Burley. Charlie Burley, he ain't speak up back in the game, and he had more skills than every goddamn body. And we see what that cost him. It's a lot of motherfuckers don't even know who he is now. And he was one of the best fighters that ever did this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Andre Ward, shit. We can look at this nigga pound for pound and don't nobody even know his name.
True story.
Hey, and not even the most popular fighter in the game.
Hey, and I want to say something else too, real quick. The problem, the messed up thing about this whole situation too, is the guys who aren't skillful and who really can fight are the guys speaking up and talking the most, like the Dillian Whites, the Big Baby Millers, and stuff like that.
Dominic
Brazil. All those guys are not skillful, but they have a mouthpiece. But I mean, at the same time, I have to give it to them for them actually doing, like actually saying something. Whereas guys like, you have other guys who are skillful and they're just wanting the skills to do the talking. Like, honestly, for these dudes to get these big fights, they're going to have to insult the dude's mom. They're going to have to go to the press conference and they're going to have to like run up on him and say, yo, you got to run that, dude. They're going to have to do that.
Call them out. Get in their face.
Real talk. You're going to have to do that.
Hey,
There's no
and you
reason
know, and let me say this real quick, big. You know what? My introduction to the fight game, and I think I said this before. I was born in 1973, but my introduction to boxing was the most brash talking, outspoken, you know what I'm saying, smack talking, you know what I'm saying, attention drawing individual in the game of boxing, and that was Muhammad Ali. You know what I'm saying? You could not beat that man, you know what I'm saying, dismantling his opponents verbally. You know what I'm saying? You know, he always had something to say. He had an answer for every question, you know what I'm saying? And he never met a microphone that he didn't like. Now, I'm not saying that every fighter's got to be that way, but if you want to get yourself to, you know what I'm saying, a highly known and a highly watched level, especially in social media era, you got to open your mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying? You got to open your mouthpiece.
Indeed. You can even take it back. You can even take it back to the days of Jack Johnson. Jack Johnson followed champion Tommy Burns all across the world, buying front ringside seats and whatnot, and trash talking them from the ringside and whatnot. Every fight, trying to get a fight. You know what I mean? That's how you do. That's charisma right there. You know what I mean? That's balls.
Hey,
Sure.
Archie
Yo,
Moore, too, man. Don't forget about Archie Moore. Archie Moore spent $50,000. It was $50,000 or $500, and goddamn to go get that Marciano fight.
Bro,
yeah, man.
There's no way in the world. All right, there's no way in the world that Lomachenko should not be fighting Tank Davis. There's no way. No way. Listen, Lomachenko, I give Lomachenko respect, man. I give this dude credit because he didn't speak any English when he came to this motherfucker. He's actually got the Rosetta Stone working on his English. You know what I'm saying? He's talking that shit, but he ain't talking it enough. He should be, if there is a Tank Davis fight, Lomachenko should be at it. It don't matter. Listen, I don't give a fuck about this. Oh, he's PBC and they don't want to get a PBC. I don't give a fuck about all that because at the end of the day, it's about the fighter. The fighter, if the fighter wants the fight, then the fighter should be where the other fighter that they want the fight is at. That's that we talk about. Oh, these guys getting in the ring, calling each other's out, and blah blah blah. Listen, man. I fuck with all of those guys. I fuck with the Charlos. I fuck with Spence. I fuck with all of those dudes. You know what I'm saying? But nobody is going to tell me that, hey, these guys want the fight, but none of them are going to where the fighters that they want to be are at. You know what I'm saying? I understand Lomachenko. I understand all that shit. I understand the business of it. But bro, Tank Davis is about to fight Abner Mares. If you really want to fight him, then be there. You ain't got shit to do. It's Friday. You know what I'm saying? Fuck you. What you got to do? You ain't got to just show up to a fucking fight. People are going to start getting the buzz. They're going to start spinning it. Now, I understand that Loma's at a different weight class now. He's probably not thinking the same thing as he was before. But I'm just speaking in general. Tevin Farmer, you want that action. This dude talked about your sister. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. Well, be at his fight. Be at his fight. What's the problem?
Hey, BFTB, you mentioned a good a very valid point. You know, AJ successfully managed to market himself, and the people around him have managed to market himself in the UK. He's a UK star over here, and it's worked in the UK. In America, you know, the one thing that disappoints me about AJ that I would have loved to see is I would have loved to see him come with that classic London arms house talk, you know what I'm saying? Just come out and just guns blazing, arms house, right? Which one of you dickheads want it now? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what would sell in America in terms of specifically of AJ. The thing about this whole thing is that all news sell, but bad news sells even faster. You understand?
Tyson Fury, prime example.
Hey, I want to say
Tyson
something
Fury.
real quick, and then you can go. I want to say something. Deontay Wilder is a perfect example of that. He showed up at Dominique Breazeale's fight and said, anytime. And guess what that shows me? I don't know if you've seen that movie, Paid in Full, when dude's child got kidnapped and he was in the car and he's like, I'm going to be on some...
every day, B.
You know, he was like, I'm going to really be on some murder shit now, Ace. That's what Deontay Wilder is like. He's on some murder shit. I mean, he didn't have to show up where Brazil is. He just
I'm gonna cut this one. We could go ahead and cut it short because man, we done went 17 minutes over, and y'all know 78 over there cooking right now.
Oh yeah,
I want to take everybody to. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get some last words. Hey, PK, go ahead and give me some last words, my brother.
Mac, as always, man, thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it, man. It is I always learn something new, and I always have a really good time, man, and get a lot of great insight talking to you guys. So, man, salute to every one of y'all. Salute to the mighty LDBC. Everyone in the chat, man, peace to y'all. Go subscribe to everyone on the panel. And Mac, dude, thanks again, man. Y'all have a good one.
Man, always, PK, because every time I listen to you, I learn something new on MMA. And I'm sure going to be listening for you this week because they got a flyweight championship match this weekend. And I'm waiting for you to drop videos because I'm trying to get into MMA because right now it ain't as many good fights. We got a couple right now, but they're kind of sparsed out. So while I'm waiting on good fights, I'm gonna be looking at those fights too.
Yeah, man. It's Henry Cejudo and TJ Dillashaw.
Yeah, TJ Dillashaw. That's exactly who it is. Yeah, that's why I'm looking forward to look at that fight. What'd you say? That's your guy, BFTB?
Yes, sir.
Killer
yeah,
shot.
That's the one. That's the one that was in. He was in the Olympics too for wrestling, right?
He knocked out. Yeah, he just. He's a beast, man. Put it that way. He's a beast. Super underrated.
Yeah, I'm gonna be looking. So I'm gonna be looking forward to it, man. I am gonna be looking forward to that fight. Hey, all right, fella. Let me get some last words from you, my brother.
Yes, indeed. Respect for sending that link again. Once again, in the dig, I just posted up a new video regarding the WBC interim belt in regards to Jamal Charlo. I call it Drop That Janky Strap in the dig. So go check that out. You know what I mean? I got some little tidbits about some of the WBC rules in there and whatnot that are kind of interesting. So once again, it's your favorite, get your most hated off fella. I'll be back for another one. And get respect, y'all.
Cruiserweights. Cruiserweights.
Oh shoot.
Cruiserweights.
This fool here, man. Hey, one of them ones. Let me get your last word. One of them ones. Let me get your last words, man.
Yo, big up everyone on the panel, man. You don't know the done noise. Your boy, one of them ones, the building once again. Yeah, it's been a great conversation. I always love to chop it up and talk that boxing, you know what I mean, and all the diverse opinions and all of that. It's always good to come together and share our thoughts and all of that kind of thing. So yeah, man, salute to my man Stay Ready Already every day Texas,
already.
My man 503's ducked out, but salute to him. Rough House, you already know, man. You know what I mean? Anytime you're ready to come to the UK, just holler at your boy. I'll hook you up straight. No hesitation.
Already. I'm hollering at you, Lars Dawkins, Tottenham Boxing, and Alex Santos. I know when I come that way, I'm gonna have a good time.
Yeah, I mean, if you holler at them, man, there, you pretty much got the UK covered. You understand what I'm saying? So,
I know. Oh yeah, cause I know you got London down. I know Lars Dawkins got Manchester, so I know I'm good.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Moss Side and all them guys there in Manchester. 0121. Salute to you brothers out there. You know what I'm saying? And I can't forget my man Fuller, legendary Top Cat. Oh, warm to your brother. Country man. Top Cat, I love that brother, man. Salute to my brother Top Cat. PK, I can't forget you, man. You know what I mean? My consultant when it comes to MMA. I always jump in the chat, but I jump on your stream, man, and I listen in. So salute to my man PK, BFTB. You know what I mean? The body snatcher just going ham on everybody, man. You know what I mean? You just got them Rambo guns, man, just shooting up the whole place. You know what I'm saying? So salute to everyone on the panel, man. If I've missed anyone, it ain't nothing personal, man. I'm just trying to run through and get this over and done with quick so I can drop out. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you're one of them ones, man. If you see me in the chat, click my profile, man. Subscribe to me. I promise I'm gonna start dropping some content real soon. I've just had a few issues I've had. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pass the mic, man. I ain't gonna keep up the panel for too long. So
already. Hey, legendary, let me get some last words, my brother.
Peace, man. You know, it's always love coming on here building with y'all boys, man. Pounder be thugged out, man. Super live, man. One of the best pounders, man, out there. Shout out to Fooler, man. Fooler always pull up, man. My brother Rough House, man. Gang in this motherfucker, man. PK. You already know what's up, PK. All right, fella. One of them ones, goddamn. Hey, earlier one of the ones said Arms House. I don't know if y'all know what that meant, but my people them out of London, they always be saying that shit. Yeah, man, them road mans, goddamn. Yeah, but appreciate you. Stay ready, man. My H-Time player, man. 503 line, man. Mount Moab Homestead all day, goddamn. But man, you too, little
you know what
stay
I'm talking about? Outside Texas.
Y'all gonna turn up, man. Hey, y'all don't know about that fofo, man.
I'm gonna keep that off the airwaves. They don't need, you know, they get gangster in the foe. You know,
yeah, right. And Acres home big in the motherfucker too.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got low place in the chat talking shit. We'll address you another time. Man, I'm finna get up off here. But anyway, man, hey Fuller, let me get some last words, bro.
Hey man, shout out to everybody on the panel. Thank you for having me again on the panel. You know, shout outs to the LGBC, of course. Shout outs to them Texas boys. Shout outs to NY, Chi-Town, North Philly, South Philly. Shout outs to London. Hi, Uncle. I know you're listening in. And one more thing, Eddie Hearn, we're going to keep our foot on your neck. So make them fights, for real. We're going to foot on the neck squad. We're going to keep on pulling your whole card. You too, AJ, if you guys listen in.
Yeah, real talk. Real talk, man. I appreciate it. BFTB, man, let me get some last words for you. And before you go, you got Low Place in the chat talking a bunch of shit. So I want you to go look at the comments before you get up out of here.
Man, listen. Everybody
He said, yeah, he said this. What he said. I'm gonna tell you what he said. He said, BFTB, come get this work, short man. Which he don't realize you're not short. I don't know why you think he's short. He's not short.
I don't know why they think that either.
and then he called blood. Then he called blood short man protection. Like you messing with the wrong one. Yeah, hey, blood. I think he is smoking crack. Yeah, retro boxing documentary.
He on that good Kush talking that shit. Man.
No, he ain't smoking. I smoke Kush. He ain't smoking no Kush.
He on something. Listen,
man, I like Low Place, man. I like him, man. He's a funny guy.
I don't got a beef with Low Place. I don't got a beef with nobody. Low Place got issues, man. He got legit issues. But you know what? You know where the graveyard is at. You ain't got to talk about it. You know where I'm at. Swing on over and tell me about it. We could go mano y mano. You don't have to worry about anybody jumping in. And matter of fact, I'll send you a link. I got your email. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about it. Come see me. Don't worry about jumping in the chat. Come see me. You know what I'm saying? Then you can speak on what you need to speak on. Put it to you like that. Anyways, like I said, look, everybody knows where the graveyard's at. Everybody have a plan for the graveyard until they get bodied. You know what I'm saying? Swing on over, handle your business. I got plenty of holes. BFTB, and I'm out.
Yeah, salute to my brother. BFTB,
I got a stack on BFTB already.
What? Me too. Hey, matter of fact, just call me Mr. Me Too, because whatever you putting on it, I'm matching you. Yeah.
Already.
Rough House, close us out, man.
Hey, my bad, man. I was trying to get it off mute, man. My bad. Hey, man. Hey, today's edition of Boxing Conversation with Stay Ready TV was brought to you by the letter R and the number 3. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and it was all brought to you by the Jerron Boots Enos for President Coalition. Yes, he can. That's what's up. Yeah, man. You know it's always a good time rocking out with the big homie. Stay Ready. 503 line. The Houston Hard Hitters, man. Always showing love. Got that good boxing talk going. Hey, salute to my homeboy, my Woo Pig Suey connection, PK Boxing MMA, Fool of Sports, one of them ones. the legendary Top Cast, man. That's my block fam right there. Abel Mahari, you know what I'm saying? The odd fella, you know what I'm saying, from the north side, you know. Man, it is what it is, bruh. Hey, if you not subscribed to the homeboy Stay Ready in 503, you're slipping on your pimp. So go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, you know what I'm saying? Hit that bell icon so you know when they dropping that good content, man. Hey, and just so everybody knows, be tuned in tomorrow around 1 p.m. Central Standard Time at Marlowe's Corner. They're going to be doing an interview with upcoming Olympic hopeful Keyshawn Davis. Hey, the little cat is nice, man. And I posted that video in the Google Hangouts for everybody here can check him out, man. But y'all
Yeah, I'm
already
gonna be
know what
looking
it
at
is.
him today. I
That's
gotta
what's
look
up,
at
man.
his video and be looking at how I felt the video.
Already. Hey, but y'all already know what it is, man. I am that boy Box. This is Rough House Boxing TV. And y'all make sure y'all stop on by the house, man. Just remember to wipe your feet, close the door behind you, man. That's what's up. Yeah.
Already. And retro boxing, yeah, I think that's that Hearn. That boy smoking it weird. He's stuck in the corner over there. You know what I'm talking about? I think that's one of the people. I think that's one of the people that be giving me thumbs down because on my last few videos, I've been getting 2 thumbs downs on damn near every video now. So I think that's going on. He watching on the cool because it wasn't no thumbs downs until just a few minutes ago.
That's what's up.
Him and his home.
Yo, let me say that I forgot to send a super duper shout out to the homeboy BFTB. That stand for body and the fuck out them boys, man. You know what I'm saying? Over in the graveyard, man. Hey, go over there and play if you want to. It gets scary after dark in the cemetery. Yeah.
Oh, they want some. Ain't it cold? He's a hoe, Mr. Oh, you know. But anyway, man, I appreciate everybody that came through on the panel today, man. You know, I keep the usual suspects with me. You know what I'm talking about? And I appreciate everybody that came through in the chat, man. We had a great show, great conversations, great topics. You know what it is. I appreciate everybody that showed up and showed out, man. Salute to the chat. Salute to the panel. Y'all make sure y'all go smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you can get the notifications every time I go live and be a part of that notification game, man. I appreciate everybody that came through. Shout out to the whole LDBC Lions Den boxing community. Shout out to New Media and shout out to Black Media Road because we're working and coming to you with the news you can use. You know what I'm talking about? And y'all already know what it is. It's that boy Matt with Stay Ready Boxing TV. You ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. One.
Already.
That man Buzz said he just ordered the casket at the morgue. It's waiting on you. Hey, low place, it's waiting on you. What'd you say? One of the one?
Hey man, this is a good show, man. That was a good. You know what I mean?